another makeup and chill video. Today I'm gonna be getting ready just to, I'm pretty sure I'm seeing my boyfriend today. I told him I wanted to see him today. He said he was gonna work today, but then I told him like I would like to see you today, so he said he was gonna work tomorrow. He just hasn't texted me yet, but I still felt like doing my makeup now. Yeah, I still haven't gotten a message from him yet, but whatever. We're just gonna do my makeup because I do want to go get my nails done today, because I've had this manicure for a while, so I do want to go do that. So I'm just gonna prime my eyes first. I'm not gonna like use concealer and stuff because I think I am going to still wear foundation today. I'm gonna take a break from foundation on like Thursday and Friday, because after tomorrow, I'm pretty sure I'm just seeing him, and then I only have work on Saturday. So, you know how I was like really nervous about, well, actually, I'm not sure if I updated you guys about when I was working in a makeup and chill video. I think I haven't posted that video yet. I think it's in like my next colorful makeup tutorial or get ready with me or whatever. It's like a purple eye, so you'll definitely see that before this video. And I have like these nails and everything, so everything's still like themed and stuff. I forgot to grab my usual powder when I do like light makeup looks, so I'm just going to use my Marc Jacobs powder right here. I'm still trying to work on using this guy up anyway, so I might as well use it to set my eyeshadow primer down anyway. So, originally I was only going to work yesterday, and that was the only shift that I had. Because of the whole like work situation that was going on like a week or two ago. I can't really like talk about it, but let's just say it sucked for me. So it's not like I really did anything wrong, but it was just a messed up situation. So that's why it's tempting me more and more to like leave there at some point. But I'm going to do my eyeshadow now, and for today's like throwback palette that I want to use, because I've been really trying to just rotate a lot of my palettes in my collection. I've been trying to use a different palette every day, and I've been doing a really good job. I'm going to dip into my Visart Neutral Mattes palette. This is the Warm Mattes palette, and I'm just going to use a few of the neutral shades because I really feel like using this today. So this is a really, really nice palette. Yes, they are a little bit of a pricey palette, but in the end they are really, really nice neutral eyeshadows, and they end up being cheaper than Natasha Denona. And these, if you end up investing in this type of palette, you're going to end up using these every single day. I'm not trying to justify the price, because at the same time you could just build your own Colourpop palette in single shadows, and you literally have like everyday neutral mattes, and you can build your own palette like this instead. But I think they've said in the long run it ends up costing about the same amount. Like if you bought 12 Colourpop eyeshadows, that's 5 times 12, that's like $50 or more. I think it's like 60. Let's see, 5 times 15, 20. Yeah, $60. So this is around 80 or 70. I think it's like 70, but these are like usually on sale now, so you end up paying like the same amount that you would for this, but like at the same time, like you don't have to buy them all at the same time. So I would go the Colourpop route most likely. I like that Visart though doesn't really like you know, hold themselves to such a high standard as much as Natasha Denona does. I feel like Natasha Denona has more of like a snob appeal to it rather than Visart. And I feel like Visart like kind of makes it like, you know, anyone can use our makeup and you don't have to spend that money if you don't want to. That's why like they came out with the smaller palettes and stuff like that. And I feel like Natasha Denona kind of just like followed suit with Visart, because like Visart's a very like established brand, and like people like didn't really know like where Natasha Denona came from when she first came on the scene. So anyway, for my transition shade, I'm just going to mix these two shades together. These don't have names, so I'm just going to point them out and use them because, again, none of these shades have names. So anyway, I was really nervous about finding shifts this week. So, I ended up working this past Sunday, and I actually worked for the past like 5 days. I actually worked Thursday through Monday just because I needed to pick up as many shifts as I could. So this is my first day off in 5 days. I was really hoping to find at least one more shift during the week, like a Thursday or a Friday. I'm hoping to work on like Friday at least. I'm hoping like my like older coworker will give me like one of her shifts, like maybe Friday, who knows. But at the same time, since I covered one of the girls on this past Sunday and she's really desperate for shifts as well, I'm probably gonna just let her take it because if Kathy does end up asking me, I'll just be like, give it to Cassie because I know that she needs shifts. So yeah. Oh my god, these are coming out 2 different colors. I really need to start washing my makeup brushes more. Like, it's really gonna affect the color like more and more. I mean, it looks like the same on camera, but I really need to start like spot cleaning them before I actually use them on camera. But I'm pretty good about just like matching up the color, but I still need to start like really actually like washing them before I actually use them. So yeah, so anyway, I'm going to take my defining brush now. So I ended up working for her on Sunday because she said that she couldn't end up working. And she wanted to switch shifts with me. And she wanted to work yesterday, but I only ended up working like not even 4 hours anyway. I'm just going to take these 2 shades and mix those together. This palette's so easy to mix because the eyeshadows are so like close in color that I like mixing most of the shades and just throwing them on my crease. Because then it just builds up to be a really nice warm look. So anyway, I only ended up working 3.5 hours yesterday, and that honestly, it wasn't even worth her working. But I told my manager, I was like, why don't I just come in later? Because she texted me like an hour and a half before my shift, and she told me that it was really slow and I'm probably not going to keep you past 7 if it doesn't get busy. And I was like, well, I can come in later and leave at 8 instead. And she's like, well, business is usually busier during the day. But I could have just came in at 5 and just closed, like 5 to 9, rather than coming in at 3:30 and leaving at 7, because then it just kills my whole evening. But at the same time, it's not like I was really doing anything. Like, I didn't have plans to see my boyfriend because he was working. Sorry, my voice is a little bit raspy. This is like the first time I've actually had water today, so bear with me. I'm trying to drink as much as I can. So I only ended up working 3.5 hours, and I told my coworker that I really couldn't give up yesterday's shift either, because she had 3 shifts originally, and now she only has 2 because I covered her on Sunday. So I felt bad, but at the same time, like, I needed at least 3 shifts this week to make any money. So for my outer corners, I'm going to take these 2 shades. I don't want to make it too dark, so I'm just going to take those 2, like, browner shades. I didn't want to take, like, the really dark shade. And I'm just going to add a little bit because, again, I just don't want it to be too dark because, again, this look isn't going to be too defined or anything because, again, it's just an everyday look. So I ended up working Sunday and yesterday, which was Monday, and then I'm not working again until Saturday night, so I have the next like few days off, which kind of sucks. Again, I really wanted to find another shift, hopefully. So I'm hoping someone will give me their day shift on a Thursday or Friday, because then I'll probably end up staying home that day anyway. But I do have a new job opportunity. I'm going to take a little bit of that shade just because it's not like quite dark enough. And I feel like this brush sometimes like mixes all the shades together and then it doesn't really show up properly. Yeah, that looks better. It's a little bit more defined. My friend Chris just got a job with like a custom computer specialist company, and he told me I definitely need to apply. I think I'm just going to do that right after I'm done filming. Because I'm just bullshitting right now filming, honestly. I really should have applied yesterday. I was going to do it yesterday, and I was going to do it today, but I've just been struggling with sleep so much that, like, since I'm sitting down and getting ready now, like, I figured I might as well film it, but after this, I really need to apply to that job. I was going to do it last night, and then I ended up watching a movie with my mom, and I've just been becoming, like, sleep delirious, so I didn't end up doing it. I'm going to do it today or tomorrow, but most likely, hopefully, tonight or, like, right after I film this video. Depends on when my boyfriend texts me and when I want to go get my nails done, so. For my nails, I'm not sure if I want to get a design this time, because honestly, it's just becoming too expensive for me to do a design every time. But you guys will find out in my next video. I'm going to be doing a first impressions get ready with me with like this new eyeshadow palette that I got. So I know I shouldn't have gotten a new eyeshadow palette, but I did. So for my lid shade, I'm going to be using the Colourpop Supershock shadow in the shade Lightning Bug. I've been trying to whip these out and use them more. This used to be one of my favorite shades, and I just really wanted to whip it out and use it today. It's such a stunning, like, bronzy, glittery shade. So I'm going to pop. Oh my God, that's pretty. You know, nothing's better than a Super Shock shadow from Colourpop. Like, oh, they're so pretty. I love them. And I haven't used these in like a hot minute, so I've been trying to whip them out and use them more. I actually did use one in my next video that I'm posting, which again is the colorful look. I used one of them, like one of the purple shadows as like a base. And I forgot how much I freaking love them. Do I like that? No, I love it, but it's just not sticking. Put a little bit more here. Okay, whatever. And then I'll just put it on this side too. So this is like the third one I've used recently. I just really want to like use as many different eyeshadows in my collection before I start using this one palette. Because I know the palette that I'm getting, I'm going to be using it for like every look that I do for a while. Probably almost, definitely for the rest of this month for sure. Once I do receive it, definitely going to be using it for the rest of the month. Because there's just so many shades in it. And I can't wait to use it. I'm so excited. I don't want to spoil what it is yet because... Oh, actually, I've told you guys about it. I got the Kathleen Lights, so I forgot that that I mentioned in another video. I got the Kathleen Lights So Jaded palette. So, and I don't know why I'm keeping it a secret. It's not like anybody cares. And I'm super excited to try it. I was debating and debating and debating on whether or not I wanted it, and then I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna pick it up because I kept on thinking about that I wanted it, and I was like, fine, I'm just gonna pick it up finally. So that's that shade, and it's literally stunning. And then for my brow bone, I'm just gonna pop on that matte white shade in the palette, and just use that. So yeah, I have to apply to his job because I can use him as a recommendation for it, and he's already started working there. So, and they're looking for a lot of people. So I really have to apply there. Microsoft never got back to me. And honestly, I'd much rather just not waste my time trying to work there. If I can get a full-time job at Chris's job, then that's all I need. Because that's like a salary job, like 40 hours a week. So, okay, so that's it for now. Excuse me. I just want to add a little bit more definition to the outer corners. I don't know what's going on. I feel like the outer corner shades just never stick anymore. I don't know why. It's probably just because my brushes need to be washed. I've just been too lazy to... I have to go get my Sephora brush cleaner too at some point. Alright, so I'm going to grab my face makeup and I'll be right back. Okay, so let's do my face. I am going to wear foundation today, like I said, because I am breaking out a little bit. I think that's just because I'm using my e.l.f. primer and I just use my NYX primer spray to do my face. And I love how I'm using like super inexpensive products for my face makeup. Even though I use like a $80 eyeshadow palette for my mattes. I just love how that works out. I don't know how I feel about it. I feel like I've never been good enough at eyeshadow, honestly. Like, I don't know. I just feel like my eyeshadow always sucks. I don't know. I just never really like it. So for me, I'm not really like a huge perfectionist. For me, like, if it looks good enough for me, then I'm like, I'm satisfied. Like, I'm one of those like lazy makeup people where I'm just like, it looks good, whatever, I'm wearing it, I don't care. Alright, so for my foundation, I'm just gonna grab my trusty Physicians Formula Healthy Foundation because it's still like my favorite. I love this foundation so much. God, I've literally been like blowing my nose all day, I'm sorry. I feel like because it's like cooler out today, my nose is like kind of running outside. And I feel like, I don't know. I don't even know what I'm saying right now. But I want to cover up some of these breakouts today. Probably, like I said, it's probably because I was using dishwasher soap to clean my beauty sponge. So that might be why I'm breaking out a little bit. But also, like, it is that time of the month, so I do break out just a tiny bit now. Honestly, don't break out half as bad as I used to because of my better skincare now. I swear, I feel like this is the never-ending foundation. Like, I still can't use this thing up. And I've had it for so long, and I still have not used it up yet. So I think that's crazy. So I'm just going to buff it in. So like I said, I really haven't been sleeping that well lately. So I finally bit the bullet and bought some more melatonin last night. And it did help me fall asleep. Like, I don't feel as tired now. I'm still pretty exhausted because I didn't sleep all the way through. I think I only slept for like 5 hours. So in the past like 2 days, I've gotten 5 hours of sleep, or maybe 10. Because I fell asleep at like 1:30ish. And then I woke up at 6. So, and then I couldn't fall back asleep after that. Because like I said, I did go to the doctor recently. And he told me that I should, even though he wasn't like the best doctor, and he didn't have any objections to me taking melatonin. My mom is like crazy about me taking melatonin, and I'm like, well, it's a natural remedy. Like, I don't know why you're so crazy about it. A lot of people take it. he said that I should just take it a lot earlier than bedtime. Also, I went to bed a bit later last night. I went to bed at 1, but it's still like such a gorgeous foundation. Like literally so beautiful. It like makes your skin look so skin-like. It's just one of the best. A lot of people don't like Physicians Formula because of their terrible shade range. It really does suck because they have some bomb products, and I wish that they did actually cater to the skin tones that they should cater to, and every brand should. It really is ridiculous. So for my concealer, I'm going to use my Tarte because it's my favorite. And it's my favorite for like later makeup days too. I'm not sure if I'm going to have lunch before I leave. I'm not even that hungry. Again, I'm sorry for my raspy voice. I don't know why, like, it's doing that today. It's annoying as fuck. I'm just going to bring it down a little bit. Because we still got big bags underneath my eyes from not really sleeping. So, yeah. It looks like a lot, but this concealer never is cakey or anything. It just blends right into your skin. That's why I can just pile it on and I feel good about it. So yeah, I woke up at 6 and I couldn't fall back asleep then. So I was like, all right, well, but I still don't feel like as fatigued. So I'm hoping like it'll help me like adjust better back to being like on a normal sleep schedule. Because I've never been on a normal sleep schedule for like a while. But I've just been such an insomniac lately. I was like, there's definitely a piece of hair here. I just like, without it, I was like dying. Like, I just couldn't fall asleep. And I was doing everything I could to try and fall asleep. And just nothing was really working. Like, the night before last night was just the worst night this whole week. And I still didn't sleep that great, but it's better than nothing, you know? And I'm still exhausted. Sorry, just don't want to poke my eye. Just give me a sec. So what's up? How are you guys? Let me know. So yeah, that's pretty much everything that's going on with me right now. It's kind of boring, honestly. I haven't seen my best friend in a little while. So it kind of sucks. But at the same time, I've just been like so low energy that like I don't really want to do much because again, like I just haven't really been sleeping well. So I forgot to grab my under eye setting powder. I grabbed my face powder, but I didn't grab my under eye setting powder, so. I'll grab my mascara and stuff in a second. So I'm just going to use my Colourpop No Filter Setting Powder. So I wasn't sure what I was going to wear today because it is kind of cool out, but it says on my phone that it's 72 degrees, but it feels a lot cooler out. Probably because, you know, since I live on a hill, it's always like cooler in my area. We are higher up. So it does always feel cooler, but I was just surprised on how cool it was because I'm like, well, it's not 60 degrees, but there's like no humidity. So sometimes when it's like 70 degrees outside, it can always feel like cooler. because there's like no humidity. It's like such a nice, like, springy slash fallish type of day. So yeah. And then I'm just going to set my face with my Wet n Wild powder as per usual. But also when I went to the doctor, they did tell me that I weighed a lot less than I thought. I don't know if she weighed me properly, but I have been working out a lot more regularly at home because my boyfriend gave me like a really quick, like, easy workout to do. I've been like regularly doing that every other night usually. Like I work out like 4 times a week, and it really has been helping me. I really don't feel like as heavy or as bloated as I usually do. But they said I had lost 6 pounds. So I was like, ooh, yay me. I was like really, really excited about that. So yeah. So I wore like this crop top and like these high-rise jeans. And these high-rise jeans, I just want to tell you guys this story for like 2 seconds. You know what? Let me grab my stuff and then I'll tell you the story. Okay, so anyway, like I was saying, my mom gave me these high-rise jeans that I'm wearing, and they're a size 6, and I was like really nervous if they were going to fit me or not, because I haven't been I do have a couple of size 6 jeans from Lucky, but they're only like the boyfriend jeans, and if you guys wear boyfriend jeans regularly, or if you've tried them before, you always size down because they always run bigger than your usual waist size. So I was really nervous if they were going to fit me or not, and they fit me really nice. And I'm just like, is it just because I lost weight? Like, but I'm also thinking because the boyfriend jeans that I have, like one of the pairs shrank a lot on me, and they're like really tight on me now, and they're a size 6. So I'm hoping that it doesn't give me like false confidence that they actually do fit me, because I'm hoping that they won't shrink too bad, because I'm gonna use the CoverGirl Exhibitionist mascara. I'm getting like tired already, so I'm like skipping words. I haven't used this in a hot minute. There's like a lot of clump on the tube. But I really want to use it today. I really have to go back and see when I've actually picked up certain mascaras. I have to start writing down the dates of when I actually purchase mascaras to actually find out whether or not they're still good. Because as you guys know, mascaras do go bad the fastest. But I really need to start doing that because this is probably an old mascara now, and I'm still using it. I'm not as bad as I used to be about doing that, where I use like really old mascaras for like a long time, but I really need to be more diligent about it. Oh, please don't poke your eye out. But I really need to start writing down the date of when I get these mascaras, because I really have no idea. Usually I just use my Wet n Wild mascara, but I kind of wanted to use something different today because I use that like every day. And since I'm kind of like using more older products, you know, until I like get the palette. I want to like, excuse me, I want to rotate as many products as I can, so. It's not like I'm bad about using mascaras, but you know what I mean. Alright, I think I'm just going to text him now. It's like really annoying me. Alright, anyway, so I'm just going to do my lower lash line, well, my lower lash mascara with my MAC. I'm like already crashing. I'm like getting tired now because I didn't get enough sleep So glad I don't have to work though. But also I'm like more low energy because I'm my period right now. So that combo just doesn't work. So what was I saying? Yes, I'm hoping like these jeans like aren't like deceiving and start shrinking on me, but I'm also probably not going to wear them that often. I'm only like I don't wear high-rise jeans like often enough to like even though my mom like wore these a ton, since they're already like shrunk because she's worn them so much, I don't think I really have to worry about it. Alright, so that's that. And then I'm just going to do the inner corners again. I'm sorry for like slowing down right now, but I am starting to get tired already. For my inner corners, I'm going to use a throwback as well. I'm going to use my Urban Decay single eyeshadow in the shade Midnight Cowboy. I haven't used this in a while, and I used to use this like all the time on my inner corners, so that's what I'm going to do today. I remember, oh my god, I forgot how beautiful this is. Wow. I was almost really tempted to use this on my lid today too, but at least I can use it in some way because that is so stunning. I've also been trying to use throwback highlighters as well, so. I mean, I was already trying to do this like before I saw Chip's and Anya's video on like their Shop My Stash series, but it like reminds me even more to use like older products, so. Because again, you really can get lost in your newer products, and you really just have to go back and play with your older products. Because again, they're in your collection for a reason, and you should use them. But if you want to use your newer products, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, if you're enjoying something new and you can't put it down, that's your choice. It's your makeup. It's your money. It's what you decided to buy. Like, I'm not going to force you to use something old if you don't want to. Okay. And then for my bronzer, I'm just going to take my trusty Physicians Formula because I just want to use it because I use the foundation. So I want to use the coinciding, well, not coinciding, but just because I want to use the bronzer. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. But yeah, there's nothing really else. Oh, one more thing. I wanted to talk about the whole James Charles and Wet n Wild thing. So I know in my last video I covered the whole like Nikita Dragon shit, which honestly I do not care about and I don't even care about this honestly, because it's just been all over the internet. And at first it did really surprise me that they did dupe him in such a big way, because like even like Makeup Revolution, which I don't know if you guys remember that there was a whole big deal about Makeup Revolution duping the Shade and Light palette by Kat Von D. Kat Von D got really, really upset about that. And Makeup Revolution is such a known brand for duping bigger brands and, well, more high-end brands. And Makeup Revolution has basically made their living on duping high-end brands, and everybody knows that. So Wet n Wild has duped other like high-end palettes in the past, like the Modern Renaissance and like the Peach palette and stuff like that. And like a lot of brands have put their own spin on the Too Faced Peach palette, Like, CoverGirl came out with scented peach products and stuff like that. So did L'Oreal. A lot of people have jumped on the scented bandwagon ever since, ever since, wow, I kind of want to use that blush today, actually. You know what? Give me 1 second. Okay, so for my blush, I'm going to use the L'Oreal Paradise Enchanted Blush. Honestly, I can, like, barely smell it anymore. I mean, it's supposed to be scented, but I don't smell anything, honestly, anymore. I smell it a lot more in the peach collection. So anyway, yeah. So he got, like, all up in arms about Wet n Wild duping his big palette with Morphe. And I watched, of course, the Fancy Faces video on him, like, ranting about this whole thing. And I do agree with her now. At first, like I said, I was, like, pretty shocked that Wet n Wild would dupe him in such a big way. I felt like it was kind of a diss to him, but at the same time, since I don't like him at all, and a lot of people, like, aren't really a big fan of him lately, I'm just like, and everybody else is saying that it's pretty much karma, because he really tends to copy other smaller artists and never give them credit. So, and Wet n Wild is being, like, really, really shady about the whole thing. Before I talk anymore, I just want to use my Tarte Reinforce of the Sea palette, Volume 2, because I saw Jen Love's reviews rave about this as being her top favorite highlighting palette of all time. So I was like, you know what, I kind of want to whip it out again and use it, because I haven't used it in I don't even know how long, so I'm going to whip it out and use it today. Ooh, that is so pretty. Wow. Forgot how good this is, and I don't even remember if I've used this without powder. But I'm doing that today, and I really love how that's turning out. That is friggin' stunning. I mean, it's not my all-time favorite highlighting palette. I don't even know what my all-time favorite highlighting palette is, to be honest. Because there's either a shade that's, like, too dark or a shade I don't end up using. So I'm not really sure. Oh, probably the Nicole Guerrero Glow Kit is probably my all-time favorite. I just love that so much, and I did talk about it in my favorite high-end highlighters. So anyway, about James Charles. James Charles came out really pretty. I have, like, mascara on my fingernail, so just give me a second. He was, like, bitching about it and everything, and people are just saying it's basically karma. Because drugstore brands always end up duping high-end palettes at some point, and also Morphe has duped a lot of high-end palettes in the past, but James Charles is just getting pissed about it because, you know, it's his creation and it's his collaboration, whatever. And it's like, James, I understand that, yes, you can be upset about a brand, like, copying, and I get that. But at the same time, he's turning it into something that it's not. He's kind of course, blowing it out of proportion like he does with everything. Like, you could just turn it around and be like, wow, I'm really honored that Wet n Wild would dupe a palette. But also he is saying, which I kind of agree, is that Morphe is affordable, and what he doesn't understand is why Wet n Wild is duping an affordable palette, which I agree on, but at the same time, Morphe ends up being more expensive because of their shipping and all that stuff. I mean, yes, the palette is available in stores and everything, I don't know why I'm spending such a long time on my brows today. Usually I don't. That you can go in and swatch the palette, and you can always, you know, decide whether or not you like it. So it's not like too inaccessible to like other countries and stuff like that. But, you know, the shipping costs always end up costing like so much that, like, you know, people want to like have instant access to like cheaper products rather than always having to order it and stuff like that. So I don't know how to feel about the situation. It is kind of crazy that they blatantly copied it almost shade for shade. So I don't know. I need to go to the bathroom. Give me 1 second. Okay, and then for, excuse me, for my lips, I'm going to be using the MAC Cream Sheen lipstick. Yeah, in the shade The Right Note. This is the collaboration shade that they did with Nicki Minaj. I almost said Nicki Tutorials. So I'm just going to apply that. I'm not going to use a lip liner. Am I dying? I don't know. But I kind of want to whip out more of my MAC lipsticks again. Because I did rotate like all my Colourpop lipsticks again lately, so I've used some Ultra Satins and I've used all my Luxe lipsticks again that like I still want to go back to like some of my older MAC lipsticks. And this one's a really pretty everyday nude. I did go and eat when I wasn't on camera because I got hungry. Obviously, that's why you eat. Okay. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Excuse me. Let me finish it up off camera. Alright, you guys, so this is pretty much the finished look. Here are the eyes, the cheeks, and the lips. I actually really like how this look turned out. It's just a really pretty neutral look that I've done like a million times, but I really like how everything turned out today. So yeah, what I was saying before is yesterday, I didn't end up closing last night. I was supposed to close 3:30 to 9, but then she let me go at like 7. And I ran errands like before work and after work, and I could have just done them after work if I knew I was getting out at 7 o'clock, because before I got out of work, before I went to work, I went to CVS to go pick up melatonin and other things that I needed. And then I went to get gas because I needed to get gas. And then I went home, and then I went to work. And then she said I could leave at 7, and like CVS, the CVS I go to is like right behind my mall, so it's like really close. But I'm like, I could have done all of this stuff after work if I knew I wasn't going to be working my full shift. So I was a little bit annoyed about that, but I just went to CVS again and picked up my prescription because I didn't want to bother picking it up earlier because I knew I was going to be there a while and I just wasn't feeling it, so I just left, and then I just picked it up after work anyway because I was already out. And then I actually had left my water bottle at work, so I went to go pick it up. And then I was going to go shopping, but I was like, you know what? I kind of just want to go home because I was so tired. And then me and my mom watched Vice last night. So, yeah, anyway, I'm wearing this Forever 21 crop top kind of t-shirt. And then I just paired it with these high-rise jeans. Like I said, I was really surprised that they actually fit me. I haven't worn this shirt in quite a while, so I kind of wanted to whip it out and wear it today. And then I'm just going to throw on like a light jacket. I'm going to wear like this Lucky brand jacket that I've been loving. Like my mom gave it to me. It's like this linen jacket's like really light for like this time of year, and it's so cute. So I've been wearing that like every day since she gave it to me. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So please like and subscribe. Follow me on all my social media. I'm going to go get my nails done now. I love you guys. Bye. Oh, let me know what you guys think about the whole James Charles thing. Like I said, I don't know if I really care now. I don't know if he's gonna try and fight this. I feel like he's going to. So I guess we'll see what happens, because he just annoys me. Like, he's just so privileged, and he's kind of just getting a taste of his own medicine now. And a lot of people are saying, like, you know, dupes aren't, they're not, I don't think they're illegal, or I don't think it's breaking any laws if, like, a makeup company wants to dupe a certain product. It's not the same formula. It's a cheaper formula. It's a different company. And as long as they don't call it the same thing, I don't think it's a big deal. There's a difference between like a dupe and like a blatant copy. So I don't know. I guess we'll find out what happens. I'm not really sure, but like, yeah, so that's it. Bye.